as you probably saw, we couldn't get this running. Even though we rebuilt the carburetor, we replaced the throttle cable and we replaced the kill cable. I'm thinking it's inside the emulsion tube of the carburetor. Didn't clean that out very thoroughly, and it's probably what the problem is right now. So we're going to go ahead and take it back apart and see if we can get this thing straightened out. So take off the cable. We've got a 7/16 and a 3/8. We'll get on the 3/8 first. And yes, the spark plug is disconnected. You want to be safe on this. Whenever you're working on an engine, you want to make sure the spark plug's disconnected. Get the 7/16 bolts off the front. We'll get our throttle cable here. Disconnected. Now we just have to start working the carburetor gas tank loose. We'll get our linkage out of the way. So we removed the breather tube. Remember, showed you we've got 5 Phillips screws. Just very carefully remove this. Doesn't look like we kinked our diaphragm or damaged our gasket. So we're going to set all this aside. Underneath this screen, we have an emulsion tube. It comes up right down inside there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But we're going to pop that out and give that a good cleaning. Go ahead and drop our screws. And we'll move those off to the side. And get in here with this pick. See if I can just start to work that emulsion tube loose. So there we go. I have a feeling the old gas that was left in this has clogged this tube up. And we're going to have to clean this out a little bit. Make sure your safety glasses are on. Go in through this way. We just find the one that's closest to I think that one will do. One of these two. There we go. Don't want to enlarge the hole. Just want to make sure it's cleared out. There's no debris in there. There's no gel or gunk in there. Try another two of them. That one's getting stuck a little. Stay right there. We'll double check all of these holes in the emulsion tube. Spray a little carb cleaner in it. Set that right there. I'm going to shoot a little through here. This is where the fuel air mixture comes up. Spray a little bit through here. Make sure our pickup tube is nice and clean. Alright. We will clean this off. Take our emulsion tube. Snap that back into place. That's it. Put our screen back on. We'll let that dry for a moment while we go to get the tank back together and see if we can start it. If we can't start it after this, we're going to have to buy a new carburetor, which means it's going to be a new gas tank also, because you can only get them as a set. Okay, this is dried out. Carefully put this down through here. Gently drop our screws in. Make sure that they're going through the gasket easily. One of the biggest mistakes people make with this is they don't get it lined up right, and they end up pinching the diaphragm, which causes it to buckle right in this area here, which is the narrowest area. We'll run all 5 screws down lightly at first. And then we'll go back and tighten them down some more. You just kind of want to do a crisscross pattern. Helps even the tightening down, prevents air leaks and fuel leaks. Because being a diaphragm, you don't want air leaks or fuel leaks. We might have to end up getting a new carburetor and fuel tank. I noticed this screw right here felt like it was stripping a little bit. Check the hard plastic ring here, make sure it's in shape, make sure the O-ring inside here is in good shape. Make sure you have freedom of movement right here. That's it. Let's set up and put this thing back together. Let's get this together. First thing we're going to do is start off with the linkage here. Carefully place it in. Slide that on. See if we can get our spacer into place here. Get that started. Get our bolt in there. Let's see if we can get our bolt started. Get our 3/8 head bolt in the front started. I'm sorry, our 7/16 bolt in the front, not our 3/8. That tightened down. Get this one tightened down. Go ahead and get our breather tube on. That's on all the way. We get our throttle cable put on. Get that snugged up a little bit. Notice I was holding the cable all the way forward. Now we're going to check our throttle cable. Make sure we've got full deflection. Yeah, we do. So we'll tighten it down. That's snug. We'll make sure that one's snug, and we'll make sure the one in the front is snug. Okay, let's get this thing off the bench and see if it runs now that we've cleared out the emulsion tube. Spark plug hooked up. We've got a few primes in there. Let's see if she'll run and stay running. resurrected it again. Idle's a little low on it. I'm going to have to increase that, but that was it. Okay, you guys saw it running. It was a gunked up carburetor. The emulsion tube was loaded up with some junk from the bad gas. So, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, if you guys have any recommendations on what you'd like to see me work on, drop a comment below. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.